What up, what up? It's your boy Kev James in the building. You dig? And I am positive energy. So check it out, man. Let me say that again. I am positive energy. But today, I don't know how positive I'm gonna be right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm going to air out some things in this conversation. I usually don't do that, but today I'm gonna have a conversation about a situation that went on. Negative attitude, negative people. Let me say this with a disclaimer first. Before I go deep into it, I am not here to bash or to cause any kind of financial harm or to put anybody in any situation. I am positive energy, so I'm not trying to put any negativity on anyone's life. However, I am going to speak my truth. I am going to make it be known what took place. I am going to show the proof of what transpired, and I expect a response. So check it out. I want to break this down to you so you can really understand the fullness of what's going on, so you can really understand why this was such a unnecessary situation, had it been handled right. So this Nissan Ariya that I have has had there's a whole forum just about the problem that I had, where you can go to a spot and you'll get an EV system off where the car will shut down completely. It's an electric car, so when it shuts down, it shuts down. You can't do anything. How do I know this? Because Nissan, this has happened too many times. This has happened multiple times. I've had the car for less than 2 years. On Nissan, I'm still having the same problem. Nissan, they still haven't figured out a solution. Nissan, the problem is still liable to happen. I have an electrical car, and whenever I go to a charging station, I don't know if my car is going to start up afterwards. Nissan, this needs to be fixed. I need to be out there on the road, making a positive impact in the communities that are doing things that may not be seen. I can't do it without a reliable car. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. Help me out. I mean, y'all can put the Nissan on there. We can put some emblems on there. We can make it we can make it a partnership. Let's go. But me continuing to drive around and not knowing if I'm gonna make it back home and what kind of customer service I'm gonna have, depending on the location, unacceptable.
The way you see is the way we got it. How would you know? Because I checked it in. You mean, how do I know? Because I checked it in.
Hey, buddy.
Tell me the attitude.
How you doing? All right.
Come in.
All right.
Picking up.
No, I'm trying to get some information. Okay. My car's been here for about a week. I've been calling all week, and they said they haven't even looked at it yet. Because I checked it in. I think his name was Mike. He was off yesterday. Felt till Monday and went in circles with me a couple times on Friday as well.
No, I got to go find him. I don't know where he's at.
Have a conversation with you. You give me all the extra attitude when I'm the customer that has the problem. I haven't raised my voice to know that. You're the person I was talking to on the phone. If that was you on the phone. I don't know if it was you on the phone. When you and I spoke, when I came in the morning, when you and I spoke, because I checked it in. You mean, how do I know? Because I checked it in.
Hey, buddy.
Tell me the attitude. So if it wasn't you on the phone, then cool. But that whole extra cutting me off and all that when I'm trying to get to getting home, it's been a week and my car wasn't looked at till today. That's crazy. Because I checked it in. I could tell, man. It's ridiculous. It's been a whole week. I have a right to be upset. Hey, buddy. Tell me the attitude. You kept cutting me off, which means you didn't want to hear what I had to say, and it was because I checked it in. That's freaking crazy. Yeah. Seems like he flipped the switch for me. Could have been done 2 days ago. Pop. Hey, buddy. Tell me the attitude. Everything's right there. That's how you're gonna give it to me. Everything's right there. I'm trying to make sure that's the explanation you're gonna give me. Everything's right there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sign it. Everything's right there. Because I checked it in. You mean, how do I know? Because I checked it in.
Hey, buddy.
Tell me the attitude.
Hey, buddy. Calm with the attitude.
The attitude. You kept cutting me off, which means you didn't want to hear what I had to say, and it was because I checked it in.
Checked it in.
Seems like he flipped the switch to me.
Right there. You see that? Seems like he flipped the switch to me. I got there Wednesday. I'm just arriving from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando, 3-hour drive. I got there early in the morning, and before I even went there, this is crazy. Before I went there, right, I stopped at a gas station because I don't mind driving more. It's like 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. I left. I just wear some sweatpants, a hoodie. I said, you know what? The attitude I was getting on the phone, I don't know what kind of place this is. Let me change up what I'm wearing because I don't want to go in there as a black man. I'm just an American, but I don't want to go in there as a black man, with a hoodie on and then receive less of the service that I deserve just because of how they see me, unconscious biases that they may have towards me in that moment. So I went to a gas station And while I was sitting outside the gas station, I went, because I remember I drove down here, so I got clothes in the back of my car. So I go in there, change my clothes, pull on a blazer, pulling a button up. I'm hello, Kevin Hayes here. I'm no longer Kevin James. What up? It's hi, Kevin Hayes here. How you doing? So I'm changing. I had the code switch real quick. That's why I'm so pissed, because had he listened to me on the phone, that simple switch would have been done. Because when I walked in there, they said, oh, he just took it to the back. And between then and now, the lady comes back and says, oh, it's done. Now I'm already $500 in on a rental that I didn't even expect to have. He's still at this counter giving me attitude. Now, I didn't catch the first part because I'm calm. I'm like, ain't nothing going to pop off. But when he starts popping off, I hit this joint real quick. Like, yo, he really on something? But I'm still not sure if it's him. I'm just like, nah, maybe they just got bad staff here. This is crazy.
Hey, buddy, come with the attitude. Everything's right there. That's how we're going to, that's how you're going to give me.
Explain nothing. He's like,
I'm trying to make sure that's there. That's how the explanation you're going to give me. Everything's right there.
I got
Okay. All right, let's sign it.
I need to get home. You know why? Because I got another interview. I got another interview at home.
Hey, buddy.
It's well documented. Somehow got overlooked by someone. Now, I'm not trying to cause any problems. All I know is when the time came for it to be handled properly, it wasn't.
Have a conversation with you, you give me all the extra attitude when I'm the customer that has the problem. I haven't raised my voice to none of that. You're the person I was talking to on the phone. If that was you on the phone. I don't know if it was you on the phone.
When you and I spoke, when I came in the morning, when you and I spoke, because I checked it in. You mean, how do I know? Because I checked it in.
Hey, buddy, come with the attitude.
The car got towed off. When I came in the morning, when you and I spoke.
He's confirming everything right there. He's telling me, I talked to you on the phone multiple times. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You knew when I tried to be calm with you on the phone how you talked to me. You knew when I tried to explain it to you every one of those days. And now when you just got the proof that I was trying to explain to you that it takes that long and it's been a whole week, you're still have the audacity to treat me like I don't even care. You're not my customer because you're done. And then there's something hanging there.
The way I got is the way I'm giving it.
Doesn't even care. So what? And
so you guys are going to do anything about anything there?
I am positive energy.
It's not actually. It's not part of the vehicle, sir. It's not us. We didn't touch it.
Which means it's not part of the vehicle.
Boss man, look, I just explained this to you. It's the manual record all you want. It's not a big deal. Again, right here, the OBD port from the factory.
You're saying you said it's not a part of the vehicle. It's a part of the vehicle. I didn't put it there.
We didn't either.
See how? I mean, am I tripping? Is this guy really getting all animated with me? And I'm
come with the attitude.
You're speaking to me, and I'm not worried about you. I worry about my customers.
You're telling me this was the way it was.
The way you see your car is the way we got it. I checked it in.
Like I said, it was New Year's Eve. I get it. Then I called the interview, got it pushed back. No problem. I'm fine. I'm calm. New Year's Day, it's a slight chance. Let me see if they're open. They're open, so I talked to someone. But it's all right. I understand. It's New Year's Day. But then comes the second, and this is now, I think we're like Friday. See, I talked to someone on Thursday, and I think that's the date it was. And I'm like trying to explain it to him. Like, listen, my car's there. I'm trying to explain to him what happened. Okay, well, we haven't looked at it yet. I get that. I understand. It's Happy New Year's, this and that. And he steady cut me off. All right, well, we'll get to it when we can get to it, and then we'll get back to you. All right, cool. I'm not tripping. It's New Year's Day. You said call you back tonight. So first thing in the morning, they open like 7:30. I called like 8. Hi. Interview's over. I had the first interview, and it was like, it's great. I can go to the second one, so I'm good. I'm in good spirits. This guy, and so I call him back up. Hey, so about my car. Oh yeah, well, we haven't looked at it. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I understand. But I want to explain to you what's going on, what's taking place. Oh well, we gotta wait. Just listen. And well, we haven't looked at it. And I'm like, well, how about a rental? Like, what if? Because I'm trying to not have to pay this full fee that I have with this guy with the rental. Appreciate his kind heart, but I'm not trying to break the bank to come down here for a quick interview. I was just coming down here just to post up, do this interview, chill for the new year, and be out. This guy on the phone, steady cutting me off. I'm like, dude, like, now he's getting a little erratic. This is Friday. So I'm like, all right, I'm not tripping. All right, I'm going to go through the weekend. So now Monday comes, and I call up again early. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Kevin Hayes here. I'm trying to call up. And so the one guy gets on the phone. He's like, oh, I do see this been here for a couple of days. Let me check, see who your advisor is. Your advisor is Mike. Okay, let me check, because it's been here for a while. Boom, boom, boom. So Mike gets on the phone, same exact, oh, well, I already told you that. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that, but it's money. I'm just trying to, because I haven't explained to you that the problem and how simple it is. All you got to do is flip it. Well, we got to diagnose it first. And until we diagnose it, we can't tell you if you can get a rental. And you can't get a rental until, I said, but all I'm saying is, and so he's steady going, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Call back later. We'll let you know. Call back later. This is still Monday. Call back later. He's like, all right, well, we haven't done this and that, but I'm gonna get it in as soon as I can. I said about the rental. Well, I told you about if I can't. I said, well, if you diagnose it, I mean, all you gotta do is like just plug it in, right? Like, and he's like, well, we haven't done that, and until we get to that done, then we can't tell you if it's under warranty or not. And this, I mean, his tone is really like that. I'm like, dude, like, okay, all right, cool. I'm still calm. He said, call me back tomorrow. Okay, I'll call back tomorrow. Guess what happens tomorrow? Tomorrow, Mike's off. Oh, this is his regular scheduled day. So now I'm thinking, oh, Mike knew when he was talking to me the day before, with all that attitude. He knew on Friday that all that attitude, he knew all that time that he was going to be off, and you telling me to call you on Tuesday and no one else knows what's going on. There's no notes, there's no nothing, there's nothing happening right there. But listen, but the last time it happened was Thanksgiving, where I was driving down and I went to a Walmart and they had the charging station and I plugged it up and it died on me. Everything shut off. It was in the middle of the day. It was a nice sunny day. And then they came and they towed my car to the Nissan, the closest Nissan. These people were nice and joyful and they had hooked me up. They said, all right, boom. They flipped the switch and it started up. Let's fast forward to New Year's and I'm dealing with this new situation. And what takes place? Well, the car shuts down. I have no access to get anywhere. It's in the middle of the night. It's New Year's Eve at like 2 a.m. on the Florida Turnpike. Now you think, oh, it's Florida, so you're straight. No, this night it was like 30 degrees. Luckily, I'm a hippie. I love to live on the road. I lived in an RV for a year, so I traveled. I jump in the car on the highway. I just do that. So I keep me some covers. I keep me a cover in my back car. Luckily, I had that because it was like 30 degrees. My car was off, and I'm talking like no heat, no music, no nothing. It was dead. And I'm out there in my pea coat, my hoodie with my cover on, and I'm sleeping in the middle of the night because they told me that the tow truck is not going to be able to come there. Reached out to Uber to try and take me somewhere. Uber, ain't nobody picking up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on the highway. Luckily, I ran into this one guy. I can't remember. I'll find their name. It was a rental company, and they really looked me out. The guy, he stayed with me on the phone most of the night to find out what the tow truck's going to do. Listen to this. I'm like an hour and a half or so away. This guy calls his brother and gets his brother, because he's kind of closer, gets his brother to drive all the way to where I am in the middle of nowhere, on the middle of the highway, to come and pick me up and drive me all the way back to Orlando to get this rental in the middle of the night, because I'm going down there to get an interview. I just lost a 20-year career. So my mind, and on the phone, on the text and the phone, he's like, "You're good." I said, God's gonna make a way. I mean, all things happen for a reason. I'm gonna keep my spirits high, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy comes, he's like, yeah, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. I'm thinking, it's no problem. I'll be back really soon. I'm going to do this interview, handle what I got to handle, and be right back. I'm not going to even trip about it. But, however, the problem that is well documented somehow got overlooked by someone. Now, I'm not trying to cause any problems. All I know is when the time came for it to be handled properly, it wasn't.
That's the only one.
Do you know how it works? I do not. How they don't know about their own
Charge a portion of the works in the
system. So the other guy said you have a slow one somewhere?
it's first shopping.
So I'm going to have to leave here believing it's going to work. And I need to test it before I can go on the road.
There's the
Solution driven.
2 miles. And we recommend
Okay. Appreciate it.
like 2 miles down on West Colonial. That's what we recommend everybody, especially trying to fast charge.
Mike over here doesn't care. He's like, it's not my problem anymore. Appreciate that. Thank you. I was so mad because
See us the way we got.
how would you know?
Because I checked it in. You mean, how do I know? Because I checked it in.
Hey, buddy. I was so pissed. It took every bit of positive energy in me not to spaz out while I was in that room. Why? Because 1, I've been stranded in Florida for a week. 2, because I've spent at least $600 more than I planned just after losing my job and going just simply for an interview. I wasn't planning on. I got an electric car. I'm just driving there, charging up and keep it moving. But I made the best of it.
And I'm trying to explain this to this guy, and then for days he's blowing me off. And then he takes a day off of work. And then when I come in there, he's giving me all this attitude. And then the thing hanging down, I eventually do go to my local Nissan once I finally do get home, go to my local Nissan, and they look at it. So first thing I say is, what's this hanging? Oh, it's the such and such and such. So it is a part of the car. Yeah, it probably fell when they were doing this and that. It's just, all you got to do is zip tie it up. So the solution to that thing of hanging was so small. But he refused to give me. He didn't even care to look at it, to examine it. He was like, oh, it's not ours. He said it wasn't theirs before he even looked. Already canceled himself out. He wasn't going to help. Nissan, I'm still having the same problem. Nissan, they still haven't figured out a solution. Nissan, the problem is still liable to having. I have an electrical car, and whenever I go to a charging station, I don't know if my car is going to start up afterwards. Nissan, this needs to be fixed. But when the car was at the charging station, at Nissan in Morrow, who's excellent customer service, I was on the call with the guy, and I'm like, I'm explaining something, and he said something, and then he was like, oh, and this is what threw me away. He said, I'm sorry, I cut you off. My apologies. What were you saying? I was like, sir, appreciate you for giving a freak about what I'm saying. Like, cause I just experienced the boat, like where I'm explaining, like, listen, like you keep cutting me off, and I'm trying to make it easy for all of us. You don't even care. Now. Listen, I changed my clothes. I stopped at the gas station before I went to this dealership to handle business that has to do with my car that I'm paying for. And I changed my clothes for one reason, because I wanted a higher level of respect that I may if I came as my authentic self, as a black man wearing a hoodie. I didn't know how they were going to perceive me. But even with me code switching, even with me changing like my even with me trying to be something that I'm not in order to appease someone who already didn't care about me. Now, I'm not the type that want to make it about race. I mean, he was being a dick before I even seen my face. He was being a dick on the phone. Excuse my language. He was being a prick. Sorry. He was being very rude. His customer service was subpar from the beginning, and he didn't see what I looked like. Granted, if you keep it a buck, you can tell when it's a black man. You can tell when it's a black person on the phone. It'll slip out sometimes. I could switch it. Hi, Kevin Hayes here. Hey, good morning. I'm just calling up to check, my car, to see what's going on. Got to get back to the wife and kids, I can pretend, but you gonna know eventually. All right, no doubt, it's gonna slip out. True. Oh, what? Oh, okay, no doubt. Okay, like that's how I talk. So did he know I was a black man on the phone? I don't know. He was rude regardless. When I got there, I had to change myself up because of my own experiences in the world. I worked, like I say, I laid off 20 years. I worked in corporate America for 20 years. I worked in customer service for 20 years. I understand what it's about, making the customer feel comfortable, and understand that in a situation where it's high tense, keep in mind, a whole week, New Year's Eve, New Year's week, first week of New Year's, and this is what I'm dealing with. And this guy,
Come with the attitude. How you doing?
that guy, I'm not here to bash him. I'm here to bring awareness. Like, the way you talk to people matters, especially when you're in customer service. I'm here to bring awareness that as a black man in 2026, I still have to act a certain way and be a certain way in order to hope to potentially get the respect that I deserve. To simulate, to put on a suit and tie. But I guarantee you, if any other, you came in there with some sweatpants and the same exact, I had a black version of this on, and I still couldn't come in with an I am positive energy hoodie. I couldn't come in there with that on because I'm like, so I put on a blazer. I was clean. Hi, how you doing? Good morning.
All right. No, I'm trying to get some information. My car.
And I still had to change my clothes, and I still didn't get the respect. And I still was out of money, and I lost time, and it destroyed my weekend. Nissan, stop playing. We need to talk. We need to have a real conversation about how you're going to resolve this situation. Whether it was a rude customer, whether it was because I was a black man, whether it was because he just didn't understand, whether he was having a bad New Year's, I don't care. The problem that I'm having goes way beyond this one incident. And I'm sick of it. Give me a Nissan Orlando. I'll downgrade. Let's keep it a buck. I'm trying to find the positive. I am positive energy. Give me a different car. Something. I'm sick of this. Like I'm a road warrior. I'm trying to do my positive energy tour where I travel around to different areas, finding the positive moments in the community. That's what I do. That's who I am. And I can't do that because I don't have a reliable car with Nissan. Check my resume. Look me up on LinkedIn, Kevin Hayes. I'm all about positive energy, and I'm trying to make this tour. I'm freedom to do that, and I can't because you're playing with my car. Because you can't figure out what's wrong with it. Then give me a new one. If anyone wants to donate, I would love that. I mean, I've always wanted to travel the world in an RV. Do you have any kind of specials for an RV? Can I trade in my Nissan Ariya, an EV vehicle, less than 10,000 miles for an RV? I'll do it in a heartbeat because I know it can be reliable. Nissan, you got to do something about your customer service in Reed, Orlando, and Reed Nissan in Orlando, Florida. You got to do something about Michael Amador. Talk to him, give him some training. I know y'all got it. But all that don't matter if you don't make it right with this car I have. In 2026, I will not accept it. I'll take the lemon law. I'll get some lawyers. I'll do whatever I need to do. But the mission will be completed. With or without my Nissan Ariya, however you want to label it. I call her Ariya, my black queen. I love her. I have no issue. If she can get right, we could be a long-lasting relationship, and I could put y'all on the map. But if you can't get it right, I'm going to do it myself. Mike, I don't know what your New Year's like. I don't know what your life was like during that time. And honestly, I don't care. You could have handled that situation differently, and you chose not to all the way to the end. I pray that you find some positives in your life that you need to find. I pray that you understand that how to separate the two, and if you can't, how to find people at your job that can help you get through to hard times or help you become the better person that you can be. I'm not saying that you're not good at your job. I'm saying in that moment, you were the worst version of yourself, and I think you need to have a gut check. And it wasn't just that day. You spoke to me on the phone, and you had the same attitude. You had that same energy, and it was not positive. And I felt it through the phone so much that I had to stop at the gas station and change, hoping you would respect me. As a man, as a black man, as a customer. Come on now. Get it right. I am Kev James. I am positive energy. My slogan is let's do life. That's LIFE. It's a let it flow experience. Hopefully what you experience transform your mind, your heart, and your perception of the world around you. I'm Kev James. I am positive energy. Let's do life. Get it. Okay. Aaron, stop playing. You got to fix that. All right? Positive energy.